when I'm talking to God every day trying to see.
Laura!
New shirt?
Yeah. You like it?
Nice. Where do you plug it in?
That we are back at it again. It's Life Lessons of Steve and Laura. It's Steve and Laura time. What time is it? All the time. What is the life? If you have brothers and sisters that bond tight, if you're able to do that, not everybody's able to have close relationships with their siblings, but if you are, embrace it, hold on to it tight. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Laura. You know, you should go out more often. You're a freshman, but you're not going to stay fresh forever.
Oh, wow. I like to let Eddie at least let her know, you know, you fresh. Eddie going at her.
Excuse me?
Well, fix yourself up. Comb your hair. Put on some makeup.
I'm wearing makeup.
Well, slap on some more.
You know that's a brother. You could be looking your best, and he won't, you know, because he's your big brother. He don't see it. Laura's looking gorgeous right now.
You looking all good, girl.
You go, girl. You better, as Martin would say, you better go, girl. Yeah.
Go to a club, you know. Sure, you'll probably find a guy around closing time.
Oh, dang.
Jealousy is not a pretty color on you.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's Saturday night. Late night de la party. It appears that I have a hot date and, you don't.
Sweetie, maybe you just beg better than me.
Ooh. Like Eddie and Laura at it again. Brother and sister vibes. Come on now.
You know perfectly well why I'm staying home.
Oh, that's right. Stefan is in Paris, and I'm waiting for him to come home.
Man, Eddie, I love what Eddie's doing right now. He's being such a big brother because he's right. Like, Laura's sitting around, Stefan ain't calling, ain't coming by, ain't doing nothing. So she just wasting her life away. Eddie, I like where he going right here. He's being a good brother. A good brother and a big brother.
This is something you know nothing about.
It's your life. If that's what you want to call it.
Come out here, Winslow women.
Hello, Steve.
Winslow
Hey,
woman.
Laura, I'm doing some laundry, so yank off that shirt and I'll freshen it up for you.
What?
Huh?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did Steve, we gotta, hold on, bring that back, hold on.
Hey, Laura, I'm doing some laundry, so yank off that shirt and I'll freshen it up for you.
Wait, what? Wait a minute. That's what I thought he said. He said, yank off that shirt and I'll refresh. Okay, look, y'all. If she yank it off, there ain't nothing else underneath there. Okay, so we already get what he's saying there. You know, and does the shirt look like it needs to be refreshed? It looks like it's a white shirt. It looks nice and clean. You know what I'm saying, Steve? But then the craziest thing about it is he's going to ask Laura to yank her shirt off with nothing underneath with her mama right there. You know what I'm saying, Steve? Okay, Steve, I see you.
Well, can't blame a guy for trying.
Can't blame you for trying, Steve. Never.
Laura, earlier today, when you invited Edo to participate in your sorority auction, well, I couldn't help but notice that you didn't ask me.
No, she really didn't.
Now, truth be told, I was devastated. I couldn't figure out why you would try to hurt my feelings.
Now, I think what is so nice about this is all the different talks that Steve and Laura have had, not only in that kitchen, but sitting at that table. Consistency is so powerful.
You weren't trying to hurt my feelings. You were trying to spare my feelings, right?
Well, I was just afraid that if you were in the auction and no one bid on you, you might be humiliated.
And you were right. I would have been.
Laura made Steve wait and all this other type of stuff. Look what's happening now. Laura does something. Steve feels some type of way about it, but he has complete understanding of why she did it. And again, because the lines of communication have always been open, he can go talk to her about it. Some of y'all will sit up here and say this man has wasted his time, you know, with Laura, but he hasn't. You're seeing the fruits of their labor right in front of you right now. Said the other part of it too is she's trying to spare my feelings. Right. It's something that Laura has always tried to do was protect Steve. Sometimes at all costs. Something that people just never recognize and give Laura props on.
But I want you to invite me anyway.
Why?
I can stand a little improvement. No longer is it I gotta be me.
Look at that. That is...
From now on, it's I gotta be better.
That's good for you, Steve. Good night.
Yeah.
This is what I mean by Myra. I'm gonna bring the little clip back. Oh my gosh. So disgusting. This is Myra babying Steve till he is a grown man right now. Same dude that got Laura a ring, got her a bracelet, a necklace, all these things. This is the same man that has proposed marriage and babies and, wedding night to Laura. This is the same dude that y'all keep saying Laura made him wait. You can't make somebody wait when they also need to grow and mature themselves. So Steve is not in the waiting process. Steve is in the maturing process, or he should be in the maturing process, ... But he's been detoured because he's been dating Myra, because Myra wants him to remain a boy child. You know what I'm saying? So you look at these eating things that he's doing right now, and it's like, why is this still okay as a grown man? Because Steve with Myra has not grown or matured in any type of way. It's just, come on, man. Look at this.
Stefan is my guy. I want to open and close the bidding at $50.
Okay.
60.
Ooh.
See, no, Miss Thing, you didn't understand. Stefan is my man.
She said no. See, look, no, Miss Thing, you didn't understand. Okay. Let me help you to understand it again. You didn't hear what I said. I love Laura.
So we'll just close the bidding at 65.
65.
70. 150.
Oh, girl, you just wasted your money. Wasted.
So.
For sure.
And he just recently gave himself a makeover. Please give it up for Mr. Stephen Q. Urkel.
She says Stephen Q. Urkel. Oh, man, there's something going on here. Something going on here. Steve, what you got going on? All right, Steve. Looking kind of nice. Looking a little snazzy there.
Evening, lady.
Oh, no, you just ruined it.
As Laura mentioned, that I have, a few shortcomings.
Oh, Steve, he just ruined it. He came out there, look kind of, okay. Okay, Steve.
And my task has been to turn those shortcomings into long going. So I have ditched my suspenders, lowered my voice a smidge.
A smidge. You needed to.
And now let the bidding begin.
Let it go. Let it begin. Okay. This is all of me. Leave it alone.
Why don't we start the bidding out at $25?
Yeah, let's help this out.
Yes, that is a good place to start the bidding.
Help it out, Laura. So it's interesting that Laura started at even $25 because it's the confidence that she has in Steve. She knows Steve is worthy. He's worthy of a few pennies, huh, Laura? Yeah.
I mean, 25 measly bucks.
Right. Come on now.
Why don't we start a little lower and then build our way back up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, come on.
I know, right.
$5.
Right.
You spent more than that on pantyhose.
So what do you see happening now, though? What do you see happening? What Laura thought would happen? This is what she was trying to protect Steve from. Okay.
Anybody? Please?
Thank you. I'll be going now. Thank you.
$100.
Ooh. Woo.
Going once.
No, it's all to you.
Going twice. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Who am I kidding? Sold to me. Come on. come over here.
What a peep game what Laura just did right here. Okay, let's remember at this point, Laura is dating Stefan, not anything serious or anything like that, but she's dating Stefan, and she just bid on him, and she started the bidding off at $50, right? With when Laura knows by now it's Stefan, so every woman in the room is probably gonna want him, right? So she does the bid at $50, and of course the bid goes higher, higher, and higher, which ends up going to 150 to some other woman, right? Now here, check this out. Okay, this is the smoothness of Laura Winslow, where here she bids for on Steve's kiss $100. That's $50 more to a bunch of women in the room that didn't even want to pay $5. Are you putting it together? I've said this time and time again. Laura always raises Steve's value. It's amazing. It goes over a lot of you guys' heads, the stuff that Laura does. Bring them in. Get that snuggle in.
I want my kiss now.
You do? You do?
We got to stop here one more time for your mom. Laura's making multiple statements here. One of them is, I value you. Bump what these chicks is saying. You're not only worth $5, $25, you worth $100. Because Laura has always understood Steve's worth, right? But the other thing that Lee's saying, I'm ready. Very softly saying, I'm ready.
Steve, when will you realize that I will never feel the way about you that you feel about me?
This is why we have to go back and look at this. Because number one, Laura said, when will you realize that I'll never feel the way about you that you feel about me? She's not denying love here. She's just saying that Steve is on another level. Let's keep going.
Oh, yes, you will. Bubble. Bubble.
Get her, Steve. Get that beautiful smile.
Is she smiling at me? Yes, she is. Bubble, bubble, bubble.
That beautiful smile.
I'm sorry, Steve, but you've got a long wait.
Well, I wouldn't wait too long, babykins. After all, I'm a super dude.
So this is why we got to look at this, okay? We had to come back to here for a second. Because what did Laura just say again right there? Steve, you got a long wait. Say, a lot of haters will sit up here and they've created the narrative that Laura made Steve wait. Laura said was, you have a long wait. As in, Steve, if what you're saying is true, okay, that we will be together one day, it's going to be a long wait because what you're ready for, I'm not ready for yet. Going to the next level. Do it right, Lord, huh? You're going to do them right. Look at that. What did I say? Right? Going to the next level. So this is Laura's way of kind of saying, Laura is maturing into the woman that is ready for all this love, this Urkel love. Really ready for it, huh? Look at this. Look at this. Mouths open. Mouths open. Look at him now. Look at him now. Look at him. Wow. Because look, remember, Laura has kissed Steve before. Not like that. You know what I'm saying? Did you guys, Steve? Look at him. Steve and Laura now have gone into a new dimension. It's still going to take some time. Huh?
Wow.
Coming in hot. Laura coming in hot. Steve's lips are shivering. Look at how they're looking at each other. It's different. Things have changed. Things have changed, baby boy. More than your clothes. You feel me? I just don't understand how people cannot see how beautiful the love story is of Steve and Laura. But I really actually think some of y'all see it. You just don't want to admit it. And you want to, like I said, we're in a culture today where we don't like greatness. So we try to tear it down, and stuff like that. Because like I said, I never, rant on. Okay. Okay. That there's a level of, there's levels to, you can root for people and then they can impact you. And Steve and Laura impacted you. Whether you liked it or not, whether you supported it or not, it impacted you. And because it's such a beautiful love story. When you see people falling in love and when you see something, that's just happening so organically. Now, here's the thing. Let me give a little bit of props to Myra right quick. The benefit that Steve has had with being with Myra is it actually allowed him to kind of fall back. And as Steve is now falling back, Laura's falling to him, right? Because now you're starting to, recognize things that you didn't recognize before. I told you something started to pop off when Steve and Laura saw each other, as Steve said, and they all together, okay? When they ran into each other in the shower, I told you, Laura saw some stuff, okay? Well, let's keep it Christian, but I'm just telling y'all what it is. She saw some stuff, and it changed the way she saw him, which it's that those things are going to happen. And so I think Steve dating Myra, although it has not allowed him to grow as a man, it has allowed, him to fall back and be able to give Laura space to be able to come to him. And that's what's happening. That's why I said, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Right? Laura was willing to think about this. This is why Laura's my favorite. Because Laura could have simply, just to kind of get this awkward situation, get Steve off the stage so he don't embarrass himself anymore, right? Laura could have done that and be like, let me go ahead and throw $30 at this real quick, give him a little kissy kiss, boo, 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 and move on. Right? Laura took it to the drastic level. She put 100 on them lips, baby. You know what I'm saying? I told you, Laura, you got to be careful with them lips, baby girl. They're going to become valuable to you now. I told you, right? But Laura goes and puts $100, right? And doesn't just give him a little, hey, Steve, okay, let's get this over with here, buddy. No, you know what I'm saying? They take it to a whole nother level. Steve and Laura went to a whole nother level. And this is the character of Laura. Honestly, if you go back and look, now it's on a more adult level. Y'all feel what I'm saying? It's been doing this. And this is what I said that I hope people recognize. There's a difference in somebody gassing you up, like I said before, which Myra does. And there's a difference in a woman that comes into your life and brings value. You know what I'm saying? When, like Darius Daniels said, when she show up, help shows up. You know what I'm saying? That is Laura Winslow. What Laura does a very good job with Steve is, I don't know how she does it, the allure of Laura, the allure. But she gets Steve to be in the moment to where if you go look, even when they were at the prom and little things that they do, Laura can channel in. I told you, Mamba mentality, right? She uses it in other areas as well. But Laura can channel in and focus on what she needs to focus on and accomplish that thing. And she brings that to Steve. So she can be in these situations. In this moment, all that mattered was her and him. Actually, let's take it a step further. All that mattered was Steve. Think about it. Laura's still dating Stefan. Stefan could have walked out at any given moment. Laura didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Maxine was in the audience. Laura didn't care. Greta was in the audience. Laura didn't care. Friends, classmates in the audience. Laura didn't care. All she cared about in that moment is making sure Steve felt not okay, but felt good. Okay? And that's always how Laura never, for everybody that always says that, Laura didn't like him and Laura never devalued Steve. She never devalued him. And again, I'm going to keep saying when it comes to what Steve said, she, rejected me over and over again. That was just romantically, which, as you can tell, things have changed, right? But that was just romantically. Laura did not devalue or reject him as a person. The moment that all that mattered to Laura was Steve. A lot of people will not recognize that. Her money didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Her money didn't matter. That's $100. Think about it with Laura. Okay, her family didn't have enough money to send her to college. So $100 ain't just flippity floppity flop, right? At that moment, the money didn't matter. Who was standing around them didn't matter. All that mattered was them. And that is the thing that Laura brings to the table. That's the thing that Laura is always able to do. When you go back to when they were dancing after dance, it was just her and him. No, people were around, but it was just her and him. And this situation right here, it's just her and him. Right now, you see now that Laura's like, oh yeah, okay, I forgot y'all there. What's up, y'all? Sorry about that. I forgot that you guys were even there. Laura is able to do that. And I think that is another thing, a thing too. When people say, well, Laura was embarrassed by Steve. Was she? When everything Laura ever did towards Steve was outwardly. Come on, stop that. And so that's what I would just say about it, man. Like I said, people sit up here and want to, get at Laura because Steve is becoming, who he's supposed to become. Right? And now you want to sit up and be like, oh, now she want to be with you because you done took your suspenders off. But you know what? What people don't recognize about that in your small mind is Laura also is not the same person. She's not the same person either. You know what I'm saying? So you're judging the 16-year-old Laura to the 19, 20-year-old Laura. She's also changed. Myra may not like it, but Steve needed to grow up. He needed to mature. These are things that needed to happen. And why he was with Myra and when he's with Myra, It doesn't happen. Because I told you, Lord, Myra is okay with him being a man-child. She's okay with that. Because why? It allows her to be able to manipulate and control her Urkel doll. That's why. Right? But Laura has always expected more out of Steve because she knows more's in him. It's not because she's trying to make him be something that she wants him to be. And so we need to celebrate when people are maturing and they're maturing at the same time and they're falling in love. And that's what Laura's doing. The love was already there, but now the romance side is there, you know. And what made this moment so beautiful is, remember, Laura told Myra.
Well, Steve's an old-fashioned guy, and in some ways, he's an extremely shy person.
Yeah, I mean, he won't even get undressed in front of his dog.
He's probably nervous about showing affection in public.
You know, he might feel a little nervous with showing affection in public. What is Laura having him do right now? Show affection in public. That is what Laura Winslow does. Because what happens is Laura brings him into the moment to where he forgets everything around him like she does. And that is, again, where they balance each other out. Steve may not have done this. This is all orchestrated by Laura, right? And the other thing, too, let me say this real quick. What people got to understand about Laura is Steve didn't always tickety tick, 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 her romance meter, right? Steve might tick her brain meter. That's why Laura loves Steve's brain. You know, she loves his intelligence. She loves that he's brilliant. She loves that he's articulate. Laura loves his invention. Laura finds Steve extremely interesting. She does, right? He stimulates her mind, her brain, but he wasn't stimulating other things, you know what I'm saying? And so so it looks like a lot of times it would look like Laura was into these other guys because those other guys would get Laura's romance meter moving, right? Even though they would try to get her body meter moving, and Laura could handle the body meter. You know, she could handle the body meter and even the romance meter. The meter that Laura really had a hard time dealing with is the actual heart meter. And that's what Steve always got. He always could get to Laura's heart. Always. You know, you even saw that when Steve was walking away. Laura looked more pitiful than he did. Because Laura don't like to see this man in pain. Steve and Laura, like, if you just really, I understand that culture has changed the way we feel about everything and how we see everything. And most of that is very, very cold. But see, I'm not from this culture, baby. I'm not from this culture. You know what I'm saying? I am from this world. You feel what I'm saying? So I can see things from a different and a right perspective. And I'm not like, I don't know, washed away by all these different things, man. And I'm proud about that because this love story of Steve and Laura, if you see it with pure eyes and with a pure heart and not your broken heart and not because you felt rejected and not, you know, projecting all your little stuff into it, and you look at it for what it is, it's one of the most beautiful love stories ever told. Love God, love people. May God bless you. May God keep you.